alluded, Brendan, to your terrific run of late. I think it's 5 unbeaten, 4 wins on the bounce. Because of your early kick-off, a win can actually take you joint fourth for a while on Saturday. Just how pleasing is that, considering the September you had?
Yeah, I think it's one where we just got to concentrate after the international break. But for us, really, the concentration was based around, what we and the process really of getting the results, as opposed to just the results themselves. So for us, it's just keeping our eye on the ball and just making sure that we're focused on how we're performing. And I don't think we're quite at the heights yet, but certainly what we're showing and what we've regained is that winning mentality and that spirit and that commitment. And then we're seeing in spells the quality of our game, and obviously it's still very early on in the season, and we'll see that hopefully returning over the course of the season. But no, gradually getting back towards our level. But importantly, and as I said, I'm honest enough to look at it and think we're not playing quite to the level that we would want to be. But it's such a long season, but we're returning to that. And that's a great indicator with the players, their spirit, and as I said, the mentality that even when you're not quite at your best, you can get victories. So yeah, we just continue on that path, hopefully.
Brendan, I know how much you admire Jamie Vardy, like we all do. He has a chance to put himself in the record books against Arsenal on Saturday. He's got 11 goals, 11 Premier League goals against Arsenal, which is more than he has against any other team. Wayne Rooney has 12 goals. He has a chance with a brace to become the all-time greatest Premier League scorer against Arsenal. Just give us your assessment of what Jamie has done this season for you and just his longevity and keeping himself at the very top.
Yeah, remarkable player. Just elite mindset in terms of preparing himself every day. He knows the stage of the career he's at, and just seeing that humility that he has and wanting to keep running and keep working. And of course we have to manage that. That's what we've tried to do, put him in the best position when he gets to the Premier League, that he's in a position to score and play with how he plays. And when he's at that energy and when he's fighting and running and working, there's not too many better. So now, until this point in his life, he's had a remarkable career. When you think of when he turned professional, he's still a really, really important catalyst for this club. A great reference for a lot of the players and the younger players in particular. And yeah, he's still, lots of hunger in there, which is what you'd want.
Can you just give me your assessment of Arsenal? They've been on a good run lately as well, and how much you rate the job that Mikel Arteta has been doing, because of course he came under a bit of pressure early in this season and he's managed to turn it around. I'm sure you'll hope that form is suspended for a while at the weekend, but just your assessment on Arsenal's strengths and also Arteta.
Yeah, no, it's when you go into the elite, those what would be deemed elite clubs, where there's that spotlight is on you, and especially for Mikel going in and his first job, I think he's done really, really well. It's not always easy. Obviously this season there's no European football, so he can get his coaching into the players. Difficult at the beginning of the season because some players were out. But once the window closed and they could get the players in that they wanted, and then he and his staff get the chance to work with them, then you've just seen that stability in the team. And with their coaching and with the level of players that they have, then they've been able to produce some really, really good results. So I think he's done a fantastic job, and he will be learning all the time about the players and that consistency. So yeah, I think he's done really well.
In terms of Arsenal, we can see a great improvement in the last few months under Mikel Arteta. Which threats do you think Arsenal can present you tomorrow?
I think the front four can give you, a big problem, especially in the counter attack. So Aubameyang and his movement and will to want to go in and score. Lacazette's been playing in behind, so he's a natural finisher and he links the game really well. And then the two young guys on the sides, Smith Rowe, I'm a huge fan of. The freedom he plays with, the quality, his running ability, how he travels with the ball. He's a big talent, and Zach on the other side as well. Young guys that have come through the system, they understand what it takes to play for Arsenal, and they reveal that every time they play by giving everything. You add to that, Kieran on the left side, he's got great running power, great mental strength as a player. So they've got a lot of really talented players.
How do you see them as a team under Mikel Arteta? Do you see them on a similar level to yourself, or maybe even differently now?
Well, no, I don't. Listen, I think for us, there's always an expectation. Arsenal are one of the elite clubs, one of the big clubs in this country and throughout Europe. So there's an expectation for Arsenal to be at the very top of this division. For us, we're one of those teams that looking to challenge that and disrupt that. So. But for us, we always try to be competitive. They're a fantastic club. Mikel's done a terrific job in there, and shown his qualities whenever they've had any little bumps along the road. He's been able to turn it around and get them back on track again. And that's always a sign of a good manager, I think. So, but for us, we measure just on ourselves. We're about demanding from each other to improve, develop, and like I say, continue to challenge the league and those teams that are supposedly at the top of the league.